Hey guys, for this week's edition of Get Your Life Together, we are going to be featuring how to use our Finder app more productively on our laptops now, or our Mac laptops. And I know that maybe you guys are pretty familiar with it, or you feel like this is something silly that we don't need to do, but I promise you, taking just 5 minutes to see if something you can change, or to even look at reorganizing it, is going to make your life so much easier and so much more productive for school. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So we are going to go ahead and get started on working with our Finder on our Macs. I'm not going to go super advanced into things that you can do, because I do want you guys to have enough time to work on it when you are in your advisory, and also sometimes it's just good to not overwhelm you with information and you can explore things on your own. So to start off, let's just actually go and open up Finder. That's something that some people may not know how to use if you're an incoming 6th grader, or if you're just someone who likes to be crazy and put everything on their desktop and just hope for the best when they find it. So Finder is this little guy right here. You can find it down on your toolbar, or if you did in Spotlight, obviously, just type in Finder. There it shows up, but pretty well used. Now, I'm going to first start off with setting up how to organize your toolbar and also your sidebar on Finder. I find with digital media, this is something that it is really helpful with my students in getting them to organize and find their things. We're going to be saying Finder a lot today. So in Finder, if you just go to the menu and you go to Preferences, it shows here, you always have like general, what do you want to show on the desktop? If you want to do tags, organize certain things by color, if that's your thing, please go ahead and experiment with it. I'm not going to explain it today. I'm just going to talk about the sidebar. For some reason, the default on the sidebar is to show like applications, your desktop, and sometimes documents. I've even seen downloads not show up, and that is a really important folder for you guys to be able to access with how much you download things off the internet. I also personally like to feature all the media things, my pictures, especially music and movies. AirDrop is a good area to have open as well, because then you can share things very quickly. And then Recents is pretty useful because it's the most recent thing. Also, you want to think about if your locations, if you ever have an external drive in there, you want to make sure that shows up too. This is all optional, right? But I'm just giving you the ones that I think have always been beneficial in organizing my Mac, especially for school. So once those options are selected, you'll see that they show up automatically on the side. And then you can move them around too, right? So let's say I prefer my pictures to be up top, or I want AirDrop to be in a different area, or I don't really use documents, so that can move. It's however you like it, okay? The next thing that a lot of people don't take time to work with is customizing their toolbar. So if you go to your toolbar here on your Finder and you just right click or double click and you hit Customize Toolbar, it gives you this whole menu for you to drag into the toolbar. Now, personally, there are some that I don't really care for. Like, for example, I do really like having my AirDrop, because that's the one thing that I use the most. And I also like to have the option of making a new folder available on there, because I'll do it a lot in order when I'm organizing pictures, etc. But then I don't need, the space is literally a space. Like you put it there and it has everything nice and neat. So it's just how you would customize things. Or if you wanted to have an easy search and it looks like that. You can bring in, take away, etc. And that's it. So you decide how you want to customize your toolbar. There is no right or wrong way. When you're done, you're done. It saves. Ta-da. So that's another really great, easy step. The next thing or suggestion that I would want to show you is just how you guys view your files. Oftentimes, I find students tend to view their files like this, as an icon. And then it is just all whatever, not organized, really difficult to find things, and I'll just see kids be like, where is it? Send help. Guys, the best way to really see your files, you will be able to view them easily, is I like to view things as a list, okay? And then it gives me the name, how big they are. That's something good to know if you see something's taking up a lot of your, space. But my favorite thing to sort out is date added. And I actually prefer to have date added like right next to the name. So when you have your toolbar, you can move around what shows up, what kind of thing it is, etc. and adjust them. But then when you have date added, if you click on it, you can sort it by either ascending or descending time. So this was like the first thing that I have on my computer is this work here, but the last thing that I've like downloaded is this. And that's really good to use date added in your downloads because you guys are always bringing stuff in. And then that way you can view the most recent thing you downloaded easily to use. To view stuff really easily in on Finder, just select your item and hit spacebar. That's it. Quick view, and then you can scroll up and down and see all the random things that you tend to have on your computer. If you wanted to change the name, so for example, if I wanted to take this little meme that I have and just write like meme Pikachu, sweet, now I know what it is. So you just hit return, and then it'll give you the option to type, and that's it. All right, very easy. Remember, spacebar is to view something, and then return is to just give you the option to change the name. I assure you, when you take time to organize your files and give them names and put them where they need to be, it's really helpful. That also works with like folders, right? So if I wanted to change a name on something, I can just hit return and it'll give me the option. It's not a really special thing, but I promise you, taking time to get to know your Finder and organize it for what works best for you. And then in the end, ultimately just organizing and getting your life together with your files and folders on your computer is going to make things so much easier. Thank you for your time and featuring Mac on GYLT, and I hope to see you guys again soon.